Hi everyone, Jennifer here. I just watched the last episode of Heroes, and it's just inspired me to well, not write, but to talk to you today. And it's just things like that story. I won't read. I'm not gonna. Before I go any further, there are spoilers here. Spoilers. Do not watch if you haven't seen the last episode of this season of Heroes. So I'm gonna give you about 5 seconds to turn it off if you don't want to see it. Okay, that's enough. I think it's close enough to 5 seconds, and I don't care. You know, I'm a big fan of redemption stories, of the villain realizing that it's better to be a hero, and what being a hero means. I write I write you know comics, and I'm still working on getting brave enough to actually put them out there. But my stories often have characters who face up to a horrible thing they've done, or realize that there's a better life, or just are heroes by their very definition. I mean, in Heroes, the character who's named Hero is kind of a model of what I think someone should be to do the right thing. I've always thought that in a story, there's needs to be more heroes who just do it because it's right. You know, why did Superman decide to go and do what he did? Think about it. He had no need to. There's no need to. It's just like anyone who, like a fireman or a policeman, I mean, none of those people need to do what they do. Technically, they can live their lives and never, ever um, save anyone or anything like that. Or even a normal person who does something amazing. And the truth is that sometimes people just do the right thing. It's ingrained in us, I think. Even when I'm depressed, which used to happen a lot more than it does now. And I say that mankind is scum and everything, and I do think we are in big trouble. But if we were so horrible, if we were so bad, I'm not sure we would care about the horribleness, We wouldn't go, why can't we be better? I think we ignore the fact that it's easy, that you don't really have to work at being a good person, you know? And that's what a hero is. It's someone who just is a good person. I mean, again, back to the characters like, Superman. Why does he do it? Why does he put himself in there? Because he can. Because there's someone who needs help, and he's in a unique position to do it. How else would you handle that? Think about it. It's the same thing with, I think everything in life. Doing the right thing is so important. And again, back to Heroes. I mean, Sylar giving up his villainy because he had time to think about it, because he had time to consider the real price of being. I can't say evil, because evil is a nice concept and it is real, but it's not real as in ultimate. And the price of it is being alone. You could never be able to trust anyone if you're a bad person. You might be rich, you might have people at your command, but you don't have anyone you can fully trust ever. A bad person gets bad people around them. You might think they're all on your side, but they're like you. You're greedy. You're bad. You hurt people, maybe. And that means that they're the same way. If they see an advantage, they take it. And so you're always alone because you're always looking for that. And, you get all these stories about the anti hero, about characters who are good but bad, And you don't see as much of people who just do the right thing, like I was saying earlier. A good example of my favorite redemption stories beyond Sylar is, another spoiler here, watch out, this one about Buffy, was the story of Spike. I mean, it's a really hard thing to write a story where someone goes from incredible evil and then decides that they don't want to be that way anymore. And that's what happened with Spike. I mean, as a character, he had nothing but violence and greed and everything else. And, well, then he fell in love. And the question when you're in love is, what will you give up? And he gave up everything he enjoyed. He gave up the freedom of not having a soul. He decided, like, that's true love. I mean, that in any story is love. To go, I'm going to suffer for you because you deserve someone who can feel. You deserve some, and that's, that's how it is for everyone, I think. And so when I write my characters, I try to see from those perspectives. I also like villains that are just so bad they're horrible. But I also like the idea that everyone can get better, that no one is just this lost thing. That's why I don't believe in a death penalty. I mean, great, once you kill the person, what's left? I mean, people have asked me, if someone killed my family, would I want them dead? And I've thought about this, and I can't say I would. I mean, what's the point of their death? It's not going to bring anyone back, and all it means is that someone else was murdered. And even the worst person might change their mind one day. What if the person could reach enlightenment? What if this guy could, change? That's not to say I don't believe in punishment. Let's get that out of the way now. I do. In my characters, again, in stories, there are always repercussions. You do a bad thing, you're going to suffer for it. Even if it's just dying alone. People do that. That's a tragedy. So I guess just talking about morality and all this serious stuff. And I just like characters like that. Sylar, and I wish I knew who of my characters are going to be doing that, and this is what I'm planning right now. I don't know yet. I don't even know fully who my bad guys are. It's an interesting thing to think about that. I don't know where my story is going. I'm not even sure if I want to reveal it yet, because it's just a baby. But I'm reaching the end of this time. So, thanks all for listening, and I wish you as much luck as I wish myself. And perfect love and perfect trust. Blessed be, and bye.